start the TED Talk with the statistics, but I'm going to break it. As I see anxious, exhausted people every day at school, I have my own stats. In the modern educational space, there is a problem that cannot be ignored: burnout and subsequent loss of motivation during studies. Many of us as students face this problem, which seriously affects our academic performance, emotional state, health, and even our future. Burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive load and stress. I also fell into this trap last year. It's essential to understand that success is not measured by how much you study in a day, but by the consistency and determination you show every day. And remember that the more you study without finding a balance, the deeper you sink into exhaustion, feeling trapped and unable to escape the draining effects. It's great to be an achiever, but overdoing might force you to the ground zero. It happened to me last year. When I was in 9th grade, being pressured by the exams to get my middle school certificate, I started to take my studies much more seriously. And the main reason was, of course, getting an excellent certificate. Every day I had tutors, extra classes, and I tried to get only excellent grades at school. Countless hours spent studying, late nights filled with cramming, and constant fear of failure has affected both my mental and physical well-being. No matter how hard I pushed myself, it seemed like there was always more to be done. The once engaging lectures became monotonous and difficult to focus on. My mind wandered, unable to retain any information, no matter how hard I tried. I started to immerse into alienation, that is, to isolate myself, shutting on friends and family, being convinced that my time could be better spent studying. Day by day, I started to lose my motivation for learning, even to the subjects that I liked the most. Emotional burnout has robbed me of the joys that once came from discovering new knowledge and replaced it with constant fear of failure and fatigue. Physical consequences of burnout manifested themselves in various ways. For instance, insomnia, headaches, and ache in my back. Exhaustion devastated my body, which made me unable to focus on even the simplest tasks. I collapsed, I got really scared, and it made me rethink everything I persisted in. That was my critical point, and I decided to take a break from my studies. This decision was not an easy one, especially closer to middle school graduating, but it was necessary for my own well-being. I started to spend my free time outside with friends, with whom I was able to reconnect, and I started to prioritize my health above all else. I recognized that success was not measured by how much you study in a day, but by the consistency and determination. I started to follow fairly simple rules that I want to share with you. But firstly, I want to tell more about symptoms of burnout. They are manifested in much more than just feeling like you can't attend another class. Burnout can cause real psychosomatic problems such as depression, headaches, and insomnia, which is why it's essential to start taking steps as soon as you recognize the symptoms. There are some common ways you can understand why if you have a burnout. For example, feeling of anxiety and depression, feeling exhaustion no matter how much sleep you get, and like overall exhaustion. If you start recognizing some symptoms above in yourself, it's time to make changes. There are many easy ways you can change your lifestyle and habits to prevent academic burnout. For instance, you can do a physical exercise, maintaining good eating habits, and walking outside. But the most useful technique that helped me to cope with this issue is time management. It also helped me to establish my work-life balance. I have outlined some techniques of time management for different types of people. First is preparation in the evening. Preparation in the evening is suitable for those who find it difficult to get up early in the morning. You need to write down personal and academic tasks for tomorrow at the end of the school day. This way you will distribute your tasks in advance and without morning rush. Second is deadlines. Set clear deadlines. Deadlines will encourage you to work faster and avoid procrastination. Researchers have found that even the self-imposed deadlines can help to get things moving. Third is 80-20 method. According to this method, 80% of all tasks can be completed in 20% of time. It turns out that in order to do more, you don't have to work more. It's simply better to focus on your actions and complete the maximum amount of the most important tasks in the short period of time, 20%. Then there will be as much as 80% left for simple things. You can afford chill out and avoid overworking. Fourth is timing. Students often don't understand where their time is going and why they can do anything in time. In this case, timing will help. Keep track of up to 5 minutes of how much time you spend on absolutely everything, including messaging on social networks and watching videos on YouTube. The result may exceed all expectations. You will calculate your useless habits and consciously get rid of them. Fifth is Eisenhower matrix. You need to write down all your cases, dividing them into 4 groups according to their importance and urgency. For example, urgent and important, urgent but unimportant, not urgent and important, not urgent but important. The matrix doesn't fully organize your workflow, but it will help you to sort all your cases, dividing them according to their urgency. So if you don't know which task to do first and which to postpone for later, feel free to use this technique. It will teach you how to prioritize your study and not grab all tasks at the same time. Students can feel enormous pressure to be perfect, conscious of high expectation from people most important to them. For majority of students, success can mean getting good grades. But remember that it doesn't matter how hard you work without consistency and time management. Thank you.